Then the sound that say like was blind, but now I see. Hey guys, welcome back to Easykeys Piano Tutorial. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the power of relative minors and relative majors to your playing. If you understand today's tutorial, you will not have issues reharmonizing simple songs. This tutorial was requested by some viewers in the comment section as a follow-up of the previous tutorial. So if you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section and I will be glad to put you through. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any coming videos. Like the video if you like it. Without further ado, let's jump into this tutorial. Alright, for today's demonstration we're going to be playing on the key of C. Okay, I would consider C the easiest key to play on because of the intermediate players on this platform or channel. Now, what is a relative minor to start with? Now, the relative minor is that scale or chord that shares the same notes as the major. For example, we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, now the relative minor of C major is A minor, and A minor shares the same notes as C major. That's why it's called a relative minor, because they share the same notes as their minors as well as their majors. Okay, and another thing about relative minors is if you play the C major, for instance, you can play the A minor with the C major, and they complement each other. You see, this is now looking like chord substitutions where you have F, you can play F over D minor. Where you have G, you can play G over E minor. Okay, it's that simple. So C, if you want to locate your relative minor much easier, just count 3 steps back, 3 half steps back. So 1, 2, 3. Or you can count 6 steps going up. So on the scale degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's your relative minor right there. Okay, now in the same way, the relative major of C would be E flat major. Remember, 3 half steps from C, just like you have 3 half steps to A minor as relative minor. So C would be the relative minor of E flat. E flat would be the relative minor of F sharp. F sharp would be the relative minor of A. You see, it's like a minor third movement. So from here, minor third, minor third, minor third, minor third. So wherever you have a C, you can play the C over A minor. You have that beautiful A minor 7 chord. Where you have C or C minor, you can play the E flat here over the C. Wherever you have to play E flat chord, you can play over the C. Wherever you have F, you can play D minor. Okay, so it's that simple. Okay, and now understanding this, wherever you have to play or whenever you have to play a chord progression, say like a 4, 6, 2, then 5, then 1 on the key of C. You can decide to do 4, 6, 2, then 5, then 1. Now I did 4, 6, 2 on the key of E flat. Okay, that's the relative major of C. Whenever you have to play the key of C, or whenever you're on the key of C, you can borrow chords from its relative major, which is E flat. Okay? You can borrow chords. Like I said, if you want to do like a 4, 6, 2, you can do 4, 6, 2. If you want to do a 2, 5, 1, you can do a 2, 5, 1 on the key of E flat and still sound good. You see, I did a 2, 5, but rather than go into 1 on E flat, I did 2, 5, and then went to C. Okay, it's that simple. So if you want to do a 7, 3, 6, like a 7 here on C, 7, 3, 6, you can substitute that with a 7 on an E flat and a 3, 6. But rather than hitting the minor chord, you can hit the major. It is important to note that whatever you can do to land on a minor chord, you can do the same thing to land on a major chord. If you want to play 2, 5, 1, you can also do 2, 5, 1. Like here on the key of E flat, most people will do 7, 3, 6. That's the minor, okay? You can also do 7, 3, and a major. Okay, because C major and C minor are parallel chords, okay? Okay, to be able to make this sync or to help it make more sense to you, I'm going to use the song Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace. How sweet. Then the sound that saved like me. Was blind, but now I see. Now, I'm going to share with you the things I did in this song. Now, when I started Amazing Grace, I put that little augmented chord there. I like that. How sweet. I did something like this. Now, if you want to be able to do this flat 7 run, I'm going to post a link where I did that tutorial to show you how to do it. You could do. Okay, now I'm on the 4, but I'm just trying to emphasize that 4. Or, okay, it's like playing on the 4 and going to the 4 of the 4 and going back to the 4. It's very simple. I'll post a link above so you can catch it. So I did that. How sweet. Then I did this. The sound. Simple diminished chord. And call this a B diminished major 7. B flat diminished major 7 chord. The sound. Now this is where I want you to pay attention to right now. I did this. That's it. Now, when we did the sound, okay, most people will do that saved or that saved C major, okay, or that saved A minor. Makes sense. Now, remember, I told you if you want to land on a major chord, you can do either the 2-5-1 of the relative major of that chord, or you can do the 2-5-1, which is what I did here. You see that? All I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get to that saved, sorry, which is your 1 chord or your 6 chord. So I can do 2-5-1, or I could do 7-3-6 off the key of E flat major. So once you understand that you can borrow chords from your relative major, to land on your relative minor or your relative, C major chord, then it's going to make your life a lot easier. Because I use that concept a lot of times in this tutorial. So that's saved. Okay, before I did that, I did the, which is a 7. Then I went to 3 chord on the key of E flat. Then went to this. Or you can go to this. However you want to do it, because you can do the same thing and land on A minor, or you can do the same thing and land on C, because C and A minor are relatives, okay, or brothers, for lack of a better term. So I did all that is just doing 7 and a 3 and a 6, but instead of doing the minor, I did the major. So that's saved. Now I did a little run here. Now watch. Like me. I did a 2-5-1. 3, 2, 5. But rather than stopping here, I went to the 2 of the relative major and did. You see that? Again, that saved the wretch like me. 2-5-2-5 of the relative major. Most people would do lost, but now. But I did. Instead of doing this, which is a regular thing, I did this and landed on the 2 of the key of F and the 5 of the key of F, and I threw in some tritone substitution there, so I did this. Okay, so again, there's a 2, 5. You see? So I'm trying to get here. I'm trying to get to, for example, if I'm playing on the key of F, I can do 2, I can do 5, and 1. Okay, the destination chord is F, right? So if you're trying to hit F, you can either go to the relative major, which is A flat, and do a 2, 5, and 1, or you can do a 2-5-1 leading to F. You see that? So I was lost. I'm just climbing. That's all I'm doing. I'm not nothing more than that. But now you can throw in an augmented 7 sharp 9, or you can throw in this. I go to the, okay, but now I throw in that augmented 7 sharp 9 chord. I'm found. This is simply a B7, flat 9, flat 5. That's all it is. Flat 9, flat 5. I'm found. Now watch, I did the same thing here again. Was blind, I did was blind. You see that? Now I added the 2-5-1 of the key of C. I'm doing the 2, the 4, 6, 2 of the key of E flat, relative major. I told you can borrow chords. Was, as long as you do not compromise the melody. Was blind. I also added the blind, the 6-2 of the key of C. So was blind. But now, can throw in the tritone substitution there if you want. I see. So it's that simple. Whenever you have to play any chord progression on any key, say C for instance, you can decide to mess with the chords of the E flat to get to C. You can either do a 4, 6, 2, you can do the 5. You can even do the tritone substitution, which is this, and back to 1. You see? So it's not difficult. Going forward, take simple songs and use the relative major key, play around the chords of that key, not compromising your melody so much, and resolve in your original key, and you would sound a lot more professional, a lot more sussed up. It's the easiest way to play on any other key, rather than, other than the key you're playing on, and sound good. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. If you still have questions, let me know in the comment section, and I will be glad to put you through. Hit the bell notification to get notified when I drop tutorials like this. But in the meantime, this is Easykeys Piano signing out. See you in the next reharm tutorial. Peace out.